everybody, and welcome back to another Sunday fun day here with the Crescent Lake Club. We've got a packed house today. Everyone is back from Florida. It's kind of a good news, bad news kind of Sunday morning. I'll start with the bad news. You guys, we did not win Mega Millions or Powerball.
That's good news. That means we're going to win more.
The good news is nobody else did either. So it all rolls over to next week. Our dreams are still alive. And we've got a whole list of, in order of priority, what we will do with our Mega Millions and Powerball money that we cannot wait to share with you guys once we are officially declared the winners. So happy Sunday to everybody. We've got Nola Disney Mama. That's Courtney is here. We've got Tiny Teets. We've got Tweet One, Angela. And then we've got number 2. That's Leslie down here. And I'm super excited because first we're going to, catch up on the gang who was in Florida last week. But we're going to have some fun talking about our favorite thing at Disney. And hopefully your favorite thing too. We are going to talk about some foodie fun. So get ready. We've got a cool giveaway I'm going to talk about a little bit later in the stream. But so just to kind of catch up with everyone, how was Florida, you guys?
Amazing.
Yeah, it was great.
Don't all go at once. Don't all go at once.
Oh, I mean, weather was perfect. Weather was perfect. Would have been great for a race weekend, especially. But
oh, here it goes.
But overall, yeah, I think we had a great time.
God, that's it.
Well,
That's all you have to say.
That's all you have to say. We had a great time.
Two.
Nothing about like the last day we were there and we were first on the rides, and it was. Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
Can we roll with that a little bit more,
Yeah.
Ryan? Like
Well,
anything else?
Why would we start with the last
descriptive,
day? We have a whole 6 days before that.
Well, you didn't seem real excited about any of that until we saw you when you were trashed on Sunday night. You were real happy then.
Yeah.
Can we get some of that energy? I want Sunday night Ryan in this stream. Can we get him?
I mean,
How does that happen?
I can pull clips of him phoning in for his interview on stream with me and Courtney, and Courtney just hard momming him about getting some water. Maybe he needed some carbs. Get a pretzel. You are in Germany. Get a pretzel.
Because they were in Germany.
No, I will say it was sad not having you and Whitty with us. That was tough because it is such a tribe trip for us, and we're so used to. I mean, it's hard waking up early and not seeing Beth out for her morning run and giving her a high five and listening to you grumble in bed and pray to a God to please destroy me so that I will stop making noise in the room so early. Those are things that just make each Disney trip that are just real near and dear to my heart. So
I just want to point out raise your hand if someone's stomping around and burping in the room at 4:30 in the morning because that's when her day has started is too early.
So again, it was really tough not having the two of you there because it just felt like a different kind of trip. But that being said, what an amazing trip we had. From start to finish, the stuff that happened to us, hands down, Walt took care of us. If there was ever a doubt that we are not Walt's girls, shut your mouth and listen to this trip and what happened, because it's on like Donkey Kong. We are number one. He loves us the most. Case closed. You better start going to Busch Gardens because that's it. It's our park. Done.
I don't even get Universal. I get immediately just shuttled. I don't even get SeaWorld, something in the local area. Just get shuttled straight off to Busch Gardens.
No, 2021 we need to shut down all those SeaWorlds. Yeah, straight to Busch Gardens.
Wow. Seems unnecessary. So go ahead, brag, and tell us what happened.
Leslie can tell us what happened.
On which day? You want to start day one?
Yeah.
On which day?
Yeah.
Just
start,
you know what? Start on your arrival.
We were delayed just a tiny bit but it worked out to our advantage because when we got there, we like walked down this super long hallway at Boardwalk and dropped our bags. And we thought, oh, well, we did self-check-in at the door, and the lady had to come help us. And I forgot what her name is. What is her name?
Laura
Okay.
at Boardwalk.
Oh my God, room 5002.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
no, she was not. So we had just booked like a basic bitch room at Boardwalk,
Yes.
and we were really excited about
Yep.
that because we hadn't stayed at Boardwalk before. But then we got there, and what happened?
She opens the door to room 5002, and we lost our minds. It was incredible.
I'm going to take a 20 and just interject here. So Whitty and I are back in Louisiana and Mississippi, respectively, and we were still on the reservation for this room, and we get our alerts that the room is ready. Here's the number. Here's how to go to it. And sure enough, the next text message I get is those bitches got upgraded because Whitty owns that Boardwalk, and she has been trying to get upgraded to a 1-bedroom suite for I don't know how long. And sure enough, I go look in the app, and yeah, 1-bedroom garden view suite for these two.
I was thinking something was up because when I saw that 5 in the lead off for the room number, I was like, that seems real wrong. Like someone's going to correct that, and we're going to be back down in the -5 room. But she opened that door and we started screaming, like just legit, like it was Price is Right.
Like
we were staying and neutering all our cats and dogs, but also we got to wash and dry up in this bitch. It was amazing, amazing.
It wasn't so much Price is Right as it was more let's make a deal. You just open the right door with the car behind it instead of the goat and the bale of hay.
It was like disorienting to have a room so big because like we didn't know where to put our stuff. We're used to that budget room where we know like where everything's gonna go, and this was like I was losing shit. I was losing Leslie. Sometimes I couldn't find her. I set my suitcase down in the corner. I lost it for like 4 hours. I couldn't find it. It was just too many closets. It was magical. Double balcony with 2 doors. Which door do you want to go out of my balcony on? Please, because there's 2. There's 2 doors.
Incredible.
It was amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and Angela's immediate response was, yeah, I'm going to stay in this room every trip from here on out. Yep. And then we kind of brought that back to reality for that one because at 155 points at $20 a point, y'all can do the math on that one. That's cost prohibitive.
Actually, I can't, which is the problem. Yeah. So when I can't do the math on it, that's not someplace I can stay.
Yeah. You're like, what was this? It's more than twice of what we pay to rent a studio.
But the best part was when we found out Ryan's reaction and when he was just so like, what? Like, he couldn't even. Not only does he not get a marathon weekend, but Leslie and I, are kicking it in the corner suite. So, c'est la vie, kids.
Amazing.
That was just arrival. I mean,
yeah,
it only went up from there.
Yeah, what else you got that you're just going to rub it in on? Courtney, are you taking notes? So Courtney is heading back next month because, Sydney says Ryan was so mad. I can imagine, Sid. I can imagine. So Courtney is heading back with her family and some friends for a tradition we call here Mickey Draw. It's when you skip out on the back end of Mardi Gras because school's out during Mardi Gras here in New Orleans. Well, we're not having a Mardi Gras this year, so might as well still take advantage of it. So Courtney's heading back. Take notes.
How cool. I'm excited for you.
You may have 2 people show up to try and bunk with you in February.
Maybe we'll get upgraded to the 2-bedroom villa and, we'll have extra space.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just play it real cool. Like we never ask for a lot, unlike Ryan, who has like 7 different stipulations on his. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
We never ask for anything. We don't like nothing. We're just like we're grateful we're here. Let's show up, and this is the kind of stuff that happens. So.
Yep. every day something like that happened. Magical every day. Incredible.
So yeah, any other high points we're gonna get to?
Yeah, we'll get to the
Ryan
other
did,
ones. I mean,
Ryan did craft time this time around. Ryan tends to do like one Space War craft time event a year. Last time he built a droid that just is collecting dust on a shelf, I guess, because he never takes it back with him to Batu where it actually like works and reacts to things. I even made Ryan a cute little carrier for it for Christmas, and he doesn't use that. He doesn't take the droid back to its native land every time he goes, which is kind of disappointing. Are you going to bring your newest craft project with you ever again to Disney, or is it just going to sit on a shelf too?
We'll see. It's if I only take the hilt, it would be it'd be more packable than taking the droid back and forth. But
So did you jump on your bed yet and swing it all around? That's what we really want to know.
no, I did not do that.
Why not?
in your Star Wars footage, Annie.
Yeah.
Your
Ryan,
baby
you haven't
Yoda
had one
Jam
lightsaber fight, you haven't had one lightsaber fight since you've been back home.
No.
Yeah, where's Sydney?
Who's he gonna
Have
fight
you
with?
told
No one else
Sydney
has a
that?
lightsaber.
Oh my gosh, Ryan, what did you even spend all that time and money for then?
Well, we could say that about pretty much anything TT does.
I didn't know you could take those droids back and they like interact with Galaxy's
That's cool.
Edge. Ryan, what are you
They
doing?
start talking and stuff like that.
What?
Did you see it? Like, I
cool,
made him
right?
the cutest clear backpack that it fits in. It was actually, Sydney's gonna video it for us. It was like a clear front bubble cat carrier. And so like he fits in there and just you see like his little droid head out of the little clear bubble. And then I vinyled his Christian droid name onto it. And I thought it would be something that Ryan could bring his droid back and just like, because it's also a backpack, you can put stuff in there.
Yeah.
So I thought Teets could bring it back when he brought his droid back on all these other trips to bring his droid back to like interact, because that's the whole reason why you have these dumb things. And the droid has never got to see its planet ever again.
Why can't you bring the droid back?
I mean, I can. That's just.
You're not ready for kids anytime soon. I can tell you that. If you're bitching about having to carry a droid around Disney World, you're about at least a decade off from having kids. And if you have kids anytime soon and you're still bitching about carrying a droid, you're in trouble. It's going to be real bad.
If you brought it back,
expensive.
if you brought it back, Angela or Leslie probably would have carried that droid around in that backpack for you too. Leslie would have.
No.
Wait until you see how cute it is in the backpack. You see his little head.
That's why he should wear it, because it's adorable.
He looks like, it's not the gold one. What's the blue and white one?
R2.
R2D2.
Yeah, that guy. He looks like
and
that
you can
guy.
buy accessories for them, because I was checking out the store like when he was building his light sword, and they had like a lot of cute little add-on things for the the droids and different stuff. So you should bring him the next trip. What's his name?
If I can carry a baby around, you can carry a droid around.
Whoa.
There we go.
Level up, Ryan.
Yeah, so Sydney is going to video Ryan lightsaber fighting for us.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sid.
Yeah.
We're always looking for fun content here at the Crescent Lake Club. So Courtney, did you have any questions for the gang that just got back about what the parks are like? Or Angela can give you a full breakdown of what the stroller seems like, because that is usually her number one thing to focus on.
This will be the first time with two. I'm thinking of renting a double because we don't have a double.
Double single in a line or double like wide? Yeah, do the single in a line. That's better.
Yes. Yeah, streamline it. That's good. Yeah. You're on the right track. You start doing that side by side stuff.
It's too wide.
It's too much. Yes. It's way too much. Yeah.
Sometimes
and
even
also feel like you're more respectable.
Yeah.
I saw this crazy thing when we were there in November. This broad had 2 umbrella strollers that she clamped together to make one double stroller.
Like with
Why wasn't she at Six Flags, first of all? That sounds like Six Flags. Yucky.
Especially because then
Well,
they
the
have like
best-
at least one set of grandparents split on either side of them. So now they're 4 wide with bags, and they never want a single file through any line. Like, legit, this is not like single file. Single freaking file, people.
Yeah.
This is getting ridiculous. When
Most
there's
of the
8 of
time.
you can't walk 8 wide.
No,
But
the
they
best
will
about this
try.
one is, so she took the 2 umbrellas and put them together, and she had one kid that was 100% under 3, so they don't have to wear a mask. And the guy goes, the security officer, as she's putting connecting the 2 strollers together so she can push them together, goes to the older looking little girl. How old are you? And the mom goes 2, and the girl goes 5. And he goes, yeah, she needs a mask. Yeah, because the older girl was pushing her own stroller. And that's when the mom like corralled him to snap them together. I mean, like she wasn't using like construction clamps or anything. It had like an apparatus that you could connect the 2 of them, which I was like, oh, that's pretty novel. If I needed 2 strollers.
Strollers.
Oh.
It
Obnoxious.
looked like it was a lot easier to take down than one of those like double bobs or something like that. But
Yeah, no. I think we're gonna go for the baby in a seat and one with the like sit and stand for the 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Because he
love
can
that.
walk. He
Yeah.
can walk. It's just a long day.
he'll love that though if he can stand up behind it while you
Yeah.
push and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll get a kick out of that.
Yeah,
So-
see, that's a parent. Courtney is a parent who's thinking ahead and realizing the limitations of her kid. Yes, 5-year-olds can walk, but they can't walk for 10 hours and keep up the same speed without having a meltdown by 11 o'clock. So you've got to have a plan to make this day, the best that it can be. And I'm sure Courtney is also a parent who is not absolved of like leaving with one if they just can't behave. It still amazes me how many parents will stay in that park with one
Just
or
force it.
more miserable children who just need a breather. Like just
Right.
get them somewhere. There are places that are a little bit more quiet, not a big deal to walk out of the gates. Just get them away, like remove them. But this insistence of like, well, my misery is your misery now. No, fuck you. I'm an AP. Get him out of here. Like, there is no misery.
And naps. Give them naps.
Give
Oh,
them
yeah.
that.
Well, and like Courtney's kiddo, he's a total NOLA kid. So he's used to long days and late nights and crowds and
So he's
loud
gonna fare better.
noises.
He's fine.
Oh,
I mean,
he's
he naps in
great.
the
He's so
stroller. He's fine. I mean, he's
Yeah.
not napping anymore, but I mean, he's fine. We've done plenty of long days. This will be the
Yeah.
first time with little sister, so
Mhm.
we'll see.
Baby. Oh, we love you.
Hey, speaking of screaming kids, hold on. There was this awful
Here it is.
boy at Il Molino. His mother, literally the
Oh, yeah, I heard about this
entire
one.
restaurant heard him. And he like high-pitched scream for minutes on end, like breaking glass. And everybody was like, and the mom was just sitting there. Like just sitting there, and the dad was at the bar getting drinks. And you know your kid's own scream. So he probably took a double shot and was like, fuck, that's my kid.
Oh, he took
And
more
then
than
came
that.
back to the table. It was awful. I don't know.
It was real bad. That was like probably one of the worst that I've had to sit through.
Never seen anything like that
You
in
just
my
take him
life.
out. Take him out. Or I'm also not afraid to give the phone during, meal.
This was
Yeah,
past phone. This kid was having complete meltdown because sister was egging him
why
on.
his arm still attached to his body? Like, he came out and he goes out front, like done, period. And the homeboy, like, also it was the family spoke Spanish, so he was screaming in Spanish, which was like even better because he's like very passionate.
I was like a Duolingo lesson.
Oh.
It was amazing.
I
And
was
then
waiting
Dad
for
shows
Angela's
up and-
chocolate to go across the restaurant. Like,
There we
Girl,
go.
I was
I
really-
did the chocolate lesson last week. So yeah, there we
I
go.
was trying to
Chocolate
make
dog.
eye contact with him because I was like, let me just make eye contact with him. If I can make eye contact with him, I will make him shut up. And I couldn't because it was like a pillar between us and their table.
But that's
That was really bad, but I'm going to give a high five to the Il Molino staff. I don't know who it was, but I think she was probably a manager. She like came, down the main corridor from the entry and peeked around the corner and kind of saw what was going on and like scuttled away. I'm telling you, like waiters and waitresses were stopped, like staring. It was that bad. And she showed back up with crayons and like some paper, and she was engaging with the kid while the female who was at the table still was like completely removed, ignoring it, not acknowledging anything. It really was the cast member who like saved the day on that one.
Yeah.
And then the dad showed up, and I think the cast member was pretty much like trying to tell him like, please quiet your child. She's doing nothing. Please quiet your child. And so he said a couple of things to the kid, and the kid was like shipshape. But the kid was like real mad, like not content with life. But man, that's tough. It's really tough to sit through that. And then we had Ryan at our table bitching because they didn't have chicken nuggets. So
yeah.
from
They
one
had
extreme
chicken
to the
nuggets.
other.
Yeah.
no nuggies. For
No
you,
nuggies.
Titi? No nuggies. So how would you compare crying kid at Il Molino to drunken Titi in the lobby?
In the lobby.
No comparison.
Yeah.
That kid was Titsi's just happy and smiley. This kid was fucking meltdown crisis mode. It was.
Yeah. I mean, seeing drunk Ryan is like, it finally made me realize, like, oh, he might actually like me a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
he actually has
aw.
emotions when he's like a little tipsy tumbles. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
It was just,
I don't
it was
think I've
kind of a
ever
good
seen him
feeling.
smile that big. It was
Yeah.
like his whole face like lit up, like, oh my God,
Definitely not when he was looking at Leslie and I. Does he generally react
No,
to that way?
never.
Usually he's rolling his eyes.
Shakes his head.
Yeah.
Titi, what was your favorite part of the trip?
I think the last day was my favorite part of the trip. The whole day was just, it wasn't a full day, but we got up early. We packed up the black Chevy Malibu and and we headed off to Animal Kingdom, and we got in and went right to Flight of Passage. That was our first order of business. We were on the first ride of the day. We weren't the first people in line, but we were in like the first theater, whatever. But and then we got off that, and we were going to do it again, but decided not to because the line had kind of built up already at that point. And we went over to do Everest, and we ended up riding Everest 10 times in a row.
Yes. Thank you.
We were first going to start. Yeah, we were first going to start with just doing 7 because my record was 6 in a row, and we just decided let's go for 10. And then we all needed a bathroom break after that, so we had to call it quits.
Yeah, and truthfully, my mom bladder needed a bathroom break after ride 6, but we just turned it into a bigger challenge. So made it through 10 times on Yeti to make Ryan's dream come true. That was pretty cool to be a part of. These are our pictures.
Yeah,
that's not the first ride though.
No, and so then after that we went into Dinosaur next, right? Dinosaur, we did that.
Front row.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And we were gonna do Safari right after, but it was down for technical difficulties. We didn't really understand. But we went shopping for a bit, and then Safari came back up, so we went over and did Safari, and then there were a ton of animals out and on that. And we were front row in the Safari as well. It's like everything we were front row that day.
I want to jump back to the Yeti real quick because I did make a little slideshow of the 6 of 10 rides.
Oh yeah.
And maybe you guys can kind of you can see how these are just in the order that TC sent them to me. So No idea, but here we go.
That's
Here's 6 of the 10 rides.
That's a back one.
That's 8, because I have 8 fingers up. Oh,
Oh,
that's where we
yeah.
did our little pose there, yeah.
Uh-huh. I don't know. Oh, Ryan's asleep. He's tired. We don't want to do this anymore.
That we were high-fiving
High
Leslie.
five.
High-fiving Leslie.
This one we were poking her in the ear.
Yeah. Now Leslie and I are asleep. I mean, you got to get creative if you've got 10 photos in a row.
Yeah.
We had to do something. But that was cool because on that one, we rode front row the first and the 10th time without
Yep.
asking or saying anything to anybody. We got in the back a couple of times and we were in the middle a couple of times. I thought it was amazing until the next day. And I was like, my old ass cannot be doing that 10 times in a row anymore. I literally thought I'd chipped my tailbone by the next day. So it was fun though. I'm glad that we got to do it. It was just crazy. Like it was just walk on every single time. And we had committed to 10 around the 6th time. And so at the end of the 10th time, we got off and the line was probably like 20 minutes long. And we're like, oh, we don't wait 20 minutes for Yeti. And off it went. It was cool.
We don't wait
So was
20 minutes.
was Animal Kingdom just that empty
Yeah.
that y'all?
No, we got there really early.
Well, that too. Yeah, we were there at rope. We were there at a rope drop, so we got into the park before the park
Okay,
opened.
so good. This is the one thing Courtney and I were talking about last week. How early did you guys get to every park before it was supposed to technically be
An
open?
hour.
And
1 hour.
okay,
We got
And you
there,
were
yeah.
able to get in?
Yes,
Yeah.
but some of them wouldn't let you ride the rides
Yeah,
till
so,
like
like-
8:45.
Yeah, because like with Flight of Passage, we got in and we got in line, but they didn't open up the ride until about like 15 minutes before the park opened, and that's when we got actually into the queue.
That
They
was
did
that
that.
Tuesday. But like if you go back to like Friday and Saturday morning when we
Yeah.
showed up early at those parks an hour ahead, it like they were letting people in and letting rides go. So I really think it's based off of what they're expecting as far as park capacity
Yeah.
that day. Because same thing happened to Leslie and I Sunday. She and I did AK with her sister because since we got in a little bit late, our AK days were off. So we did AK on Sunday, and we were the third. Like they hadn't even opened the booths yet to let parking in. But we got in and we were in line for Pandora, and they opened up Pandora. I would say by like 8:15.
Yep.
15, whatever time they open, 45 minutes before stated park opening, basically.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's like, don't expect it. Don't expect that they're going to open
Right.
up and start rides an hour before, but man, you sure can get a jump on lines and like planning out your day and getting a feel for the crowd.
Yeah.
because Court, you guys are driving, right?
Yes. Driving,
So, yeah.
staying on property. So we'll have the car. We can drive ourselves.
Yeah.
That's what we did in November, and now Anna and Leslie they're completely, I think, on board with that having your own car on property
It's
now.
so nice. It's so nice.
Well, especially since we like started going off property too, like doing other
Yeah.
things in Orlando. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just kind of a given, and they're so cheap. Like, it's the rental car rates are just ridiculous.
Yeah. My husband's the type, we will probably leave at midnight, 1 a.m. on Saturday night and drive through the night while the kids are sleeping in the car and arrive
Yeah.
Sunday morning. Who will literally stay up all night and drive through the night and listen to creepy podcasts and keep himself
Oh,
awake.
that's perfect.
Like
What he needs
murder
to be
podcasts?
listening.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What he needs to be
So
listening
any
to through the
True
I-10
crime.
for
Yes.
5 hours in the Panhandle when there's just nothing but busted trees from the last 3 hurricane seasons. That's all you see is
So
that.
yeah, any true crime podcast recommendations, the creepier the better. He'll certainly appreciate that.
I'm
Oh,
just
that's
like before I
awesome.
go to bed at like 3:30 or 4, I'm just gonna text him, watch the high beams behind you.
That's cool, and that's a good game plan for driving, especially if you have kids. Like,
Yeah.
I've got family in El Paso, which is usually like a 10 to 12 hour drive. And same thing, like if we had to drive, like my parents, we'd leave at 6 p.m.,
Yeah.
sleep, drive through the night, and then we were there the next morning. So that's good planning. See, you're responsible parents. You got it. You're not one of these lame-o parents we complain about in the parks.
No, try our best
So
not
when do
to
you guys
be.
are you guys leaving is it like a Wednesday to Wednesday trip?
We
Saturday?
are Sunday to Saturday or Sunday. We haven't figured out when we're leaving yet.
Nice.
But we have the whole week of Mardi Gras off. We actually have the Friday before. So we'll be there the whole week. Probably only doing 4 park days. Like I said, my son, he can cut it for 5 or 6 days, but the family we're going with have 2 little girls. They've never been. I think they're going to be so overwhelmed. I think 4 is going to be their max capacity. We're going to take a pool day in the middle because I think they're going to need it.
Yeah, and parents will need it too. I mean, even if
will
you've
need
got
it
great kids and you can get through the hustle, it's still time. I mean, it's time and it's energy, and it can be very like even if you're having a great time.
Well, yeah, and it's Courtney's first time with an infant.
Yeah, this is true. My son went for the first time when he was 18 months. My daughter will be 6 months, so it'll be very different. Yeah.
Good.
That's what I'm saying. I will wear her. She weighs more than the droid. I don't know how much the droid weighs, but I'm sure she weighs more.
Oh god, that's awesome.
I have extra carriers. I have like 3 if he needs the carrier instead of the backpack.
If you want to front load, if you want to
like a little
front load the droid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get one of the scarf wraps to carry. The
Yes, we can make Ryan sling his droid.
Don't we still? I think we still have one. So.
I have one because I use it sometimes with Nathan.
Yeah, Angela did sling her dog. She sure did. So I want to touch on one thing that's my favorite thing to do in January at Disney, and I didn't get to do it, but y'all all saw last weekend. He did a little check-in from Germany during Drink Around the World, and I kind of want Tsitsi to talk about Drink Around the World. I have a little slideshow of all of his drinks to show everybody.
Well, thankfully, I remember this whole Drink Around the World. Last year, not so much, but this one I remember everything. So
last year was rough.
Of course, you have to start in Mexico.
You always start in Mexico. Don't listen to anyone who says start in Canada.
Especially John. Yeah. Don't listen to John.
No. Don't listen to John.
Then we went and we kind of split it up. Like if there was a food booth in the country, we would count that. So you didn't. Because we were there during Festival of the Arts, so some of the countries had food booths, some of them didn't. So Mexico, we started with margaritas. Then we went to Norway and went to the beer cart, and so those are there year round. So basic.
So my favorite thing was this year for Drinking Around the World. Teets is he's an ambassador for a rum group based in Central Florida, and they put together these really cool medals. That all of those little black spots are magnets, and you put the magnet of the flag. Well, he sent a text after he'd done Mexico, and this idiot put Italy's flag in as Mexico.
Oh my Why weren't we there for that?
I think he just sent it to me and Woody.
Well, and I asked the people around me for validation. I was like, "Is this the right flag?"
And that was your first drink. Like you hadn't even had a drink. Oh my!
I mean, did you even pay attention for 5 seconds during the movie, Coco? Like even 5 seconds. Like you're literally in the country. Just like stop what you're doing and take a look around for a second. Oh, there's the flag. Man. Oh, I give up on America's. We're done.
Yeah.
Like so that's the best. So if you guys are wondering why we're all waiting with bated breath to plan this Milwaukee May trip to see Ryan graduate, I literally can't offer up any better piece of evidence that it may not happen. Is he thought that the Italy flag was Mexico.
Ooh, okay, wow.
But continue. Luckily, there's no other like Sweden or Denmark or anything else in the World Showcase that you could confuse the Norway flag with. So you got that one. So you went to the beer cart in Norway.
Yep. And then we were off to China and we stopped at the food booth there. They have I got the Kung Fu Punch, which is actually there year round, but they had some other things that are just for the Festival of the Arts as well.
And you were able to identify that flag without help, or did you have to look around?
I was able to do that one.
Good job. Proud of you.
And then next is the African Outpost, except that is not included on this medal. So I still took a picture. We actually shared this blueberry beer or blue raspberry beer. Not the best beer we had that day, but it was fine. Some people did not like it. I didn't mind it that much, but
Ryan, the chat wants to know where you go to college.
I go to Milwaukee.
Not Go Badgers. You're like
No.
Panthers or something.
Yes, we are the
like
Panthers. Yes.
Okay. Not Go Badgers. So then up next, it looks like we've got.
That's Germany, where I had my little check-in there.
Yeah. Courtney and I remember that one.
We do.
Very well. Very
yeah.
well. Your hair had like this cowlick thing sticking up like an antenna. I wasn't sure if that was on purpose or not. If you guys want to see, you can go back and check in about 45 minutes into our stream last week. You'll see Ryan and then Angela pop in from Disney Springs. But yeah, you were told to get a pretzel and a bottle of water. And did you do either of those things?
No.
You also, this was a grapefruit beer because you told us about 12 times that you were drinking a grapefruit beer.
Wow, he only made it to Germany before he was just.
Oh, he was toasted. He was well into White Girl Wasted, and I thought he was going to be schwasty face and not able to stand upright by France. Courtney, would you agree?
Yes, I would. Yes.
Keith is a very tiny person. You're like, what, 5 feet tall?
5'5".
5'5".
Let's go a little bit lower on that. We'll go 5'3" and call it good. And then, so what happened? So after Germany was
limoncello shot
actually
in Italy. Yeah. Yep.
Like how you can even confuse those two flags? I don't get it.
We did debate getting something from the food booth here, but the prices in Italy for some reason seem kind of outrageous compared to all the other booths. Like they have like an $11 donut in Italy. Like what makes this donut worth $11? But so yeah, we got the limoncello shots. Those were always great, depending on who you ask. Yes,
but it's a drinking around the world tradition, much like Friday Irish car bombs on marathon weekend.
Yep. Don't worry, we'll get to that too.
Yeah.
So okay, so quick to answer Disney Princess Lover in the chat. How did you guys all meet? Courtney and I met through agency training, and we both live here in New Orleans. I met Titi through a Run Disney group. And then Angela and Leslie are two of my best friends from back in Texas. And we all just love Disney. We all just kind of met together by traveling to Disney. And James, I have a really funny story about going to China and getting COVID that I'll tell you later. Actually, it's from last year drinking around the world when I came home sick and I thought I had COVID. I was like, and that was before COVID was like a thing. I'm like, I'm going to go. And they're going to be like, did you travel? I'm going to be like, yeah, I was in China on Monday. China at Epcot. So after limoncello shots, it looks like you went and did another craft. You went to another craft project.
Yes. So that's a cookie at the food booth in the American Pavilion. And I also got the beer flight. I couldn't. The names are on that card. I don't remember the names of the beers, but they were all fine. We also, because the couple nights before, we also got the chocolate liqueur flight, and
that's coming up in your other slideshow.
Yeah, that was a lot. So that's why I went with the beer today. So that was my first food of the day. Was that cookie?
Whew.
That was dumb. Jesus.
What is the intended age for the consumer of that cookie?
Yeah, not someone drinking around the world.
Well, you'd be surprised. There were a lot of adults that got that cookie. So just saying.
So after America is France.
Yep.
Oh no, Japan.
No,
Oh,
go like
France.
Oh, there we
on
go.
top of the beers there. Yep. And so we're in Japan. I got a beer at the festival booth there, and that was more of a quick stop. We kind of made that one quick and
And then
moved on.
you already put the Morocco flag in, so you just totally skipped over Japan when you sent me pictures. And so now I see Morocco is on there.
I guess I did.
At any point in time, did you get the China and the Morocco magnets mixed up?
No,
Like, was there like a
I
question?
can see how that.
I did not.
Okay, all right.
No, because
So this-
Morocco has Aladdin's face on it now because it's been Disneyfied. So it's not hard to mess up that one.
Just leave my sweet Spice Road table as it is, and I'm totally fine. So is the full bar still at Spice Road table?
Yes.
Yes. So it looks like you got a Casa beer in Morocco.
Yep. I don't know. Mike got it for me. I didn't buy the beer.
You got a Casa. So now we're in France, and that's the raclette in a bread bowl.
Yep. And I got a water that time. I did not get any alcoholic beverage in France. So I got the bread bowl and a water.
How was that bread bowl? That
was
yummy.
really good.
So it only took you 4 countries to take Courtney and Keely's advice to hydrate and eat.
Yes.
And get a carb.
And then, of course, you can't do drinking around the world without a stop in the UK and also do an Irish car bomb.
No.
I mean, you
So-
can.
Well, not with
totally
us.
can.
You have
Not
to do
with
Irish.
this group. It's pretty much required.
So yeah, we did that, and then we wrapped up in England. Or
No, you
Canada.
wrapped up
We were
in
England.
Canada.
We wrapped up in Canada with a beer. Did not get any ketchup chips this time, but just a beer.
So Tsitsi, Disney Princess Lover is asking, did you have to wear a face covering the whole time?
Yes, if you're walking around, if you stop to eat or drink, you can take it off.
But no walking and drinking.
Correct. Yeah.
So, like, I found you can also, there's certain masks you can wear that are more flexible to, like, put a straw up underneath. I found this actually useful for my Vegas trip, but, you know, because Vegas, it's also so smoky, and I didn't want to take my mask off just in general. So, yeah, you can. What?
We had masks that had a little flap right here with a little silicone part that you could stick your straw through if you wanted to.
So it's like, I'm not going to say it out loud. This is a family stream.
Oh my god.
So tell me more about, so you guys were there when probably my favorite Foodie Fun Festival at Epcot is going on. If I have to rank them, number 1 is Festival of the Arts. Number 2 is Holiday Around the World. Number 3 is Flower and Garden. Number 4 is Food and Wine. And so this was the first time that everyone else has experienced Festival of the Arts. Usually I'm still in Orlando and everyone leaves to go home. So I want to hear about everyone's thoughts on Festival of the Arts.
I mean, first, I think I'm going to agree with Disney Princess Lover 666. I really want to know what Keely's little comment was going to be about our flat masks.
So you'd look like a blow-up doll.
Oh, that's not even. Okay, that was cute though. Okay, Farts food. You go first, Ryan.
Okay. So we kind of did booths throughout the week because we park hopped at Epcot a couple times. But I thought I think my favorite item actually was the grilled cheese and tomato soup it's at Pop Arts. It's right in the front right by the front of World Showcase, but right before you get to Mexico. I think that was my favorite food item. We also did, and then across the way, the Mexican festival booth is there, and I got a pomegranate margarita that was really good too. let's see. Brie Bowl was really good. We tried to get that the first day, but they were sold out already by the time we got there. So I guess that one's a popular item. So if you try to go earlier, the better to try to get that one if you want that. They had a couple different cookies throughout. Just different. I mean, I don't think I really had a ton of different food items. I got the deconstructed cheesecake. That's also in the Front of World Showcase. That was pretty good. Overall, I think I really enjoyed this festival. I checked out some of the art. There was a country bear print that I was on the hunt for, but
Oh my God.
it was sold out on day one. So
Sold
I missed out.
The whole copy that they made, the one copy.
Yeah, like
No,
the two Trumpy Bear paintings that they made sold out
So that
the
was
day after
didn't get that.
insurrection.
Yeah.
Shocker.
But overall, I think I don't know if it's hard to, obviously this isn't like technically the full festival. This is a taste of Festival of the Arts. So I don't know, how much was missing compared to the actual festival. But overall, I really enjoyed the festival, and I definitely want to go back and do it again.
So I'm going to skip to Leslie next because I think all of her pictures were just of Festival of the Arts food.
They were.
So I'm going to start this slideshow. If you want to start and tell me what this thing is, the first thing that you've got.
That was the lobster poutine, which was delicious.
Where was that from?
That was from the refreshment port where you can get your Dole Whips. So I had to start there first. Yeah. I mean, and it was so good. Oh, that's the tomato soup and grilled cheese. My sister had that, and she said it was absolutely delicious.
They had two kinds, too. They had a bacon one and then a regular.
She only got the regular one. But also I wanted the whole sandwich, not just like a bite of a sandwich. That was the shrimp ceviche, and that had mango and jalapeno salsa in it, and that like crema on the top. It was so good.
Also at that booth where the grilled cheese is, there was a sparkle beer. That was really good, too.
Mm. That's the best one. That is Remy's Ratatouille. And it looks just like the one that Remy made in the movie with the little chive laying there and everything. And it was so adorable. And I loved every bite. It was everything I ever wanted it to be.
So were you like, when you tasted it, were you like ego?
Yeah. No. I started seeing fireworks. It was delicious. And then I found her by the end of eating that, and she had, I forgot what she had got. She got the tartare. Oh, there's Wine Bar George. That was pretty delicious.
That was the best table, too. This was upstairs in the corner overlooking the patio down at Raglan Road.
And it was a chilly day, and the sun was hot. Oh, my gosh. It was amazing. And that was
Did you finally, is this the first time you bought the corksicle, or did you get the corksicle back in November?
Nope, that's Jesse's cup.
Oh, that's Jesse's cup.
Yeah, that's Jesse's cup. We knew we were going to go there, so I told her to bring it. But I got the lime Dole Whip, and it had, what was it? It was delicious. It was very tart, but the next picture is the best picture, I think. That was very refreshing. Oh, God.
This is my favorite brunch item at Wine Bar George, and the fact I can pretend that I don't see the Bears jersey in the background because I love what's in the foreground so much. This is the burrata avocado toast at Wine Bar George, and it is
melts in your mouth.
Yeah, it is life-changing. It's tomatoes and avocado and steak cut bacon on thick olive oil griddled bread, and then burrata is just literally the best brunch cheese. If you don't like burrata, you gotta leave.
It was so good.
Yeah, absolutely love this brunch. Who dat, Nexium? Who dat? Oh, don't bring up corksicle around Courtney. Oh no.
So I'm assuming that this is my husband.
Probably. Sounds real familiar.
Corksicle, did y'all see the Minnie Mouse corksicles that they came out with for Christmas. They had a polka dot one, and then they had like a white, silver, glittery, shimmery one. Back in like November, I said, I really want this polka dot mini corksicle. And like, I'm pretty sure I even sent a screenshot. And he has no recollection of it. And now they're sold out. And if I want one, it's like $100 on eBay. And I'm not, I want it, but not that bad.
Man.
I know. And he's always like, I don't know what to get you for Christmas. And it's like, I sent you a screenshot of exactly what I want for Christmas.
So now every stream from this point off, we're going to have a moment to remember the corksicle, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That sucks.
So this is my favorite brunch item. I'm so excited. This is also Angela and Leslie's first time to do brunch Leslie's second time. Angela's first time to actually enjoy brunch at Wine Bar George.
Oh, I enjoyed it the other time just fine. For different reasons, though.
So what did y'all think?
We ate every bite.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was nothing left.
So I'd also like to point out in this picture, you guys can see it like to the left of the 5 in her jersey is a plate of bacon.
Yep.
If
Extra crispy and burned. Mm-hmm.
If y'all ever do brunch with Angela, like before you even get your drink order, she's like, I will just take a plate of bacon, just bring it over, because that's happened with us at California Grill. Like Jim couldn't even introduce himself or ask about why there was a tiny piñata on the table. She's like, look, Jim, I just need a plate of bacon. So can you extra crispy? Can you bring that over? And then you can also take their drink orders. So
I go into meals with a game plan, okay? I don't mess around, especially when it comes to something like brunch. We need to get real serious and review menu options and know. And it's always okay to start with bacon. It's a good palate cleanser.
Yeah, well, I mean, the bacon came out before cocktails at Cali Grill. I'm assuming it was the same way here, too. Like, maybe the bacon came out before he even asked if we wanted sparkling or still water. And she's like, you know what? I need a plate of bacon. Just however much you're willing to give me. So, yeah, this is my favorite dish at
right.
brunch.
Down with Nola on the way out, Disney Princess Lover. I love it. I love it. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. No, I hope the Browns win because I want the upset to happen before our game starts. So, yeah, go Browns. Yay. Thanks for checking in, Disney Princess Lover. We'll see you next week. I'm not going to read the rest of it.
It says, Saints are going down today. Smiley face with sunglasses. Smiley face with sunglasses.
Man, Angela, did your mic just cut off, or
Why am I muted?
So the next after Wine Bar George, this is Teets' favorite thing because Teets loves a burger with an egg on it.
I do.
So that looks like that was at Brown Derby.
Yes, that's that Wagyu beef burger. Mm-hmm.
You guys seem
One of those right now.
It's delicious.
How many points do you think that burger is, Court?
I mean, I think that's
A whole
what the
week?
day's worth. That's a whole week's worth of points.
That's a whole week.
That was delicious.
Oh,
I know what that
there
is. That's a
you
lamb
go.
libation.
Oh, that cheese.
So I will say this charcuterie board shows up in all 3 Foodie Fun slideshows from different angles. So this is obviously the new preparation of the Nomad Lounge charcuterie board. It's real pretty. I love that's got to be a pickled radish right there.
Yeah.
Done as like a rosebud. Really fresh looking olives.
No, it was a little baby onion. That wasn't a radish.
Oh, so it was a baby pickled onion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I love the fresh green olives. It looks like you had a sopressata,
A chorizo.
a salami, and a chorizo.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then your soft is going to be a triple cream or like a brie. And then what was your hard? Was it like a manchego or something
It was
similar?
manchego. Yep, a manchego, and then we had some pickle. Oh no, what was that thing on the other side of the cheese? Oh, that was the ham.
Yeah.
I think.
Ham. Yep.
Yeah.
Gosh, look at me and my cheese plate knowledge.
And how did we get into Nomad Lounge, guys?
Oh yeah.
What
So
did Walt do for us that day?
they on the app, I did the walk-up list, and they sent me a text that it would be a 40-minute wait. So we're like, well, that's not going to work because we were planning on leaving in about 45 minutes to an hour because this was our last day, and this is how we finished the trip. So, and literally, we start walking away, and like 30 seconds later, I get a text: "Your table is ready."
Ding!
Yep.
You know what?
Outside on the
it took
patio.
Walt about 30 seconds to just like look down and see that Ryan was with Leslie and I, and he was like, "Okay, let me make this happen for them."
Yep.
And we got an outside table overlooking the river so that we could see all the boats come by.
All the floats came by, all of them.
That's what I told you. So Courtney,
Yeah.
get a table outside at Nomad, and then Fletch can see all of the boats come in and out with all the characters, and that's like literally where they start and finish.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it couldn't have been better. We were on one of the sofas too. It was awesome.
See?
So great.
All right, so it says I have one picture left on here. Let's see what it is. Nope, that's it. So that was Foodie Fun with Leslie.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts on Festival of the Arts? Because I'm going to switch over to game for a little bit, and then we can come back and do the rest of the food slideshows.
I didn't eat as much at Festival of the Arts as the other two, I don't think.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was pretty picky and choosy, but it looked like they had a lot of good stuff. It seemed weird, like, because the booths were closing, a lot of them earlier than the park, right? Sometimes. So it's like by the time I was hungry, there weren't as many options. I really was interested in that deconstructed booth, though. So it sounds like everybody got to it except me. So
I've had the deconstructed before. I've had the like Cobb salad and the pastrami sandwich, and like in the first ideation of it, the deconstructed is probably my favorite, but I like that they branched out into different stuff.
Mm-hmm. I
still stand by. I think, you know what? I'm going to do 1A and 1B because holidays around the world. And the last time Courtney was with her family was when holidays around the world was happening, right? Or was it still Food and Wine Festival?
No, it was holidays. It was beginning of December.
Yeah. And I love holidays around the world. I think the food is really great. You get to experience what everyone does for their Christmas/holiday season culture. And I love, pre-COVID times, they had the storytellers out that you could go and hear like the holiday or the Christmas story. There's, everything about Hanukkah is represented, and there's a great, like, for Israel, the band that plays. It's so fun. You get to learn Kwanzaa. You can see like the coolest setup for Santa Claus, because obviously he hangs out at Epcot when he needs a break.
And do those things run like all day, or do they pop up in the
all
evening?
day?
All day.
Yeah. And there's the storytellers happen, and they're like 15 minutes, and it's like every other hour and staggered. So you really, if you were just determined to see storytellers, you just start at one side of the World Showcase and just work your way around, and you can hear all of them and hear
that would be
everything.
Cool.
Holidays around the world is great.
Yeah.
Great.
I do love Festival of the Arts, though, when they have the Broadway show. I forget what they call it. The Taste of Broadway or something like that.
A Taste of Broadway.
It's my fave.
I know. I miss that. I miss performers. That's the one thing is like we were talking about over the weekend is a trip to Dollywood. And like, yeah, I want to go to Dollywood, but I also want to go when I can see all of the like shows and performers and stuff like that too. I want a full Dollywood experience. I
want to see the Lumberjack show. If it's not running, we ain't going.
All right. So I'm gonna blow Tweedle one up big so she can tell us why she wants to do Dollywood so bad. Everyone get a drink refresh if you need one because we're about to play some games.
Wait, what?
You heard me? It's either you or Teets.
It should go to Ryan because I need to refresh my drink. But we're going to Dollywood because she's the patron saint of COVID. And so the very least that we can do is support her by giving back to her. And I think the best way to do that, at least for our group, is to go to Dollywood. We need to go and spend some money there. Also, if you look it up, right now, if you stay on property, you get more perks than if you stay on property at Disney World. I know, Walt. I know. I'm not supposed to talk negative, but let's be on the real. Like, there's like some legit perks that come with staying on property, and they've got a pretty nice looking resort. So we should look it up. I'm gonna go refresh my drink. Okay.
Oh boy. Well, I'll just mention that I did, while we were down there, I did run 2 virtual races. And I did my Castaway Key 5K on Thursday while we were there. And then I did the virtual half marathon on Sunday, which technically would have been marathon day, but I did on Sunday because it just fit better with our plans because Epcot doesn't open till 11. So I didn't have to get up at 5 a.m. to then run a half on Saturday. And overall, there were a lot of people out running. Saw some people in costume, a lot of people with the bibs on, and just there were some people out there cheering. You saw there were some groups that put out like mile markers and stuff. It was really a lot of fun just to have that kind of, all the people that were missing Run Disney be out there and participating.
I mean, you could have kept talking.
I didn't know what else to talk about.
You could have talked about
Cheese.
Brian legit just gave up. He was like,
well, yeah, I told my Run Disney stuff, and that was it. But I don't know what else to say. So
that's really cool, though, that people were running even without the official race. I like the Crescent City Classic's a big race here on Easter weekend, and I'm assuming people are going to. I know it's so much fun, and I'm just assuming people are going to do the same because people did that for the Turkey Trot and everything.
Mm-hmm. They did it for Red Dress Run, so
the Red Dress Run. Yeah, got to do what you got to do.
All right, so I kind of created a Jeopardy style game. We're going to play this and see how it works out. I've got 4 categories: drinks, snacks, ew, and wishes. And categories are numbered 1 to 5. We're just going to go around the horn. And the person who answers will give their opinion. We'll kind of all vote on it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. We'll just see how this shakes out. So to see who goes first for you 4, I'm going to count down from 3, and I want to see a show of fingers 1 through 10, and lowest number wins. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, so Angela gets to go first. Angela, what category would you like, and what number 1 through 5?
Category, just pick a number 1 through 5. Is that what we're doing?
Oh no, the categories are drinks, snacks, ew, and wishes, and pick a category and a number 1 through 5.
Okay, let me go snacks. And now a number 3.
So the question for snacks is, what is the best bang for your buck snack at Disney?
I mean, I like to eat, so I don't think a snack is like a bite. So when you say snack, I think the fish and chips in UK, because I think it's like a good sized piece of fish, and then you've got enough fries. It's a go-to for me. I don't even know how much it is. It's only like $8 or something.
That qualifies as a snack credit, though, right?
I've never been on a meal plan, so I don't know. But that for me is it, hands down. I love that. With that malted vinegar, so good.
Anyone else got a bang for their buck snack that they think is better than the fish and chips?
The fries at Flame Tree Barbecue, they are a meal. That's a snack credit, and it's a meal. I don't know what the official name is, but it's got the barbecue on top.
Yeah, it's got like barbecue pork on top of them.
Yeah, it's good. And you could be a meal.
Where's that at?
Flame Tree in Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
They're writing that down and adding it to the list.
Mm-hmm.
It's real good.
Teach, you got anything?
Well, my favorite snack would be that cookie in Germany that you can no longer get, but I don't really know. That's probably not really a bang for your buck. I think it's like a $5 cookie. So it's big, but I don't know. But
All right. Leslie, you're up next. What category, babe?
Ew.
And number 1 through 5.
1.
Place you never want to eat at again.
Oh, man.
Oh, I kind of know.
I don't know. They've all been good experiences. I don't know.
We'll come back. We'll kick it up to
Yeah.
Courtney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I do a lot of research before I go, and it's expensive to eat in Disney, so I don't go somewhere unless I've been or I know someone who's been and it's good.
Uh-huh.
I've
I
never
will
been
say, like,
to-
I just never want to eat anything in a pop room again. That would be my answer. Isn't that where we stayed that time? Where we got that murder room?
Oh, yeah. Our door was exposed on the outside.
Yeah.
That was weird. It was like a motel.
Remember that night we stayed there?
Yeah, and the murder happened in
Yes.
our room. And
It was an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
Okay, so
You
then
know,
that's it.
Teeth loves pop. Teeth super loves pop.
It was.
Yeah,
it
there was
different,
like
y'all.
I'm telling myself it was soda that was on the baseboard that never got cleaned up.
I mean, listen, I'm appreciative because we were still on property and we were at Disney. That at the end of the day, that's what matters. But Lord have mercy, is that like a 180 from Boardwalk anywhere around Crescent Lake?
Yeah.
I know that
Woo!
you conveniently moved past the fact that there were murder-sized bleach stains in the hallway of Beach Club Villas in November.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like the pop effect is moving across the property. There's no doubt about that. And we also had the same issue with bleach at Boardwalk too.
Yep.
Really?
It was our last day there and we noticed it. It was,
Uh-huh.
and it went from like door to door to door. And they left like a trail. And every time they set the bag down, there's another spot. And we had
breaks my heart.
Yeah, and we had just said how nice the carpets and stuff look, and then we woke up that Monday and we were like, "What the hell? Like, what's happened?"
Crazy.
Yeah.
Teats, anywhere you won't eat again?
I think the only place that really comes to mind is the food court at Caribbean Beach. when I stayed there. I've stayed there twice now, but I haven't been impressed with it. I like Sebastian's when it's actually open, but the food court itself, I was not thrilled with.
I want that pull apart bread from Sebastian's.
Is
Most of
that
the
a
things I
Little
like are
Mermaid
like very
restaurant?
carb
It is.
based.
Mhm.
We should go there.
All right, Courtney, what category are you going with?
Let's do okay, snacks, drinks, ew.
Wishes.
Let's do wishes for 2.
This is perfect. Disney food or drink you wish had no calories.
D, all of the above? I don't know.
You're right.
I mean, I would have to say a margarita in Mexico.
But from
And
the quick service.
Yes, per our conversation last week, from the quick service.
Teets, well, Teets doesn't care about calories yet. He will eventually. That dad bod gonna show up at some point. Angela, anything you wish had no calories?
No, I liked Courtney's first answer, which was all of it. Like, I mean, I'm not go. I try and do the best that I can, but it's hard. That cookie that Teets was talking about in Germany, man, that thing was amazing. If that didn't have calories and it wouldn't make me physically ill to do so, I would eat it 3 times a day, easy. That thing was delicious.
Yeah, it was so sweet. Oh my god.
Leslie, you're gonna go Dole Whip. Your answer is always gonna be Dole Whip.
Oh no, Dole Whip is great, but it's like gluten-free and like low in calories. So I mean, unless I add rum to it, it's really not that bad for me. So I mean, maybe I could take the sugar out of the rum.
All right. So there we have it. Teets, you're up.
Drinks for what was the 1 through 5?
Yep.
5.
Favorite bar or lounge on property?
Ooh. Nomad.
That was real quick.
Yeah.
Angela?
Bar or lounge? I like, we were just talking about this. I like the Wave and Outer Rim over at Contemporary because I think those are just really good vibes. But I have not seen inside of the new Enchanted Rose. I missed it this trip too, so I would like to go over there and just take a look at the inside. But it's my understanding that it's a little bit of a night, like I don't want to say stuffier, but it's not a place that you're going to go and hang out for a couple hours.
Yeah, you're not going to go and watch football like I did on Jambalaya Day.
That's right.
Yeah, Court, have you
Yeah,
heard this
and
story?
shout out to Meisner's.
Yeah.
Like if Meisner's were still around, hands down, that would be the answer. But obviously, not that.
Yeah, Meisner's was a great place to watch football and get into a high-end, highbrow football fight.
Speaking of football, we should talk about our experience at the Wave Lounge watching the college football championship.
Oh,
The thing was, he acted like he was talking and he didn't even know about football. Obviously, that was the whole problem.
So
But that was
this is the
also
guy.
a really cool.
At one point, Teets texted me. He's like, "Keels, there's a guy here that you would totally MF." I'm like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yes, no question." I'm like, "It's New Year, new Keels. I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm trying not to fight with people so much when they're really dumb.
You would have.
I'm just saying, bless your heart, and moving on."
We did really good though. We kept it really like PC, like nothing got like ugly. Bartender Jason was amazing. He was from Wisconsin, right?
No, his wife is. He's from Minnesota.
Oh, that's what it was. But there was
How do you even allow that to happen?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so Leslie, what's your pick?
I like Trader Sam's at the Polynesian. That's my favorite little bar. I can't wait to go back there.
Just
Because I'll
Just
never
say-
forget the day that you got the chair that started sinking, and it was so funny. And that's the day that I have you kissing the cup on the edge of the table. I don't even know. Yeah. Mhm.
I was nosing
Yeah, I should.
because I was
bring
like
that
sitting on
picture
the
out.
floor.
Yeah.
So I was like nose to nose with
Yeah.
my little hippopotamus Mai Tai.
I miss
Just
that
yeah,
place.
Trader
Yeah.
Sam's a total hidden secret at Disney. Don't tell anybody. I mean, I think everyone knows my favorite bar at Disney.
Ale and Compass.
Ooh. Okay, maybe.
That's
don't
what I
know
would
my
have said.
Oh,
Oh,
see?
okay.
What were you going to say, Kills?
I was gonna say Hannah's, but
Oh,
Well, yeah.
yeah, Spence. I don't. Well,
I think you like
Hannah-
Ale and Compass better.
so Ale and Compass, like everyone at Hannah still knows my name. Everyone at Ale and Compass has kind of changed over, so they don't know me just yet. And the whole not being able to sit at the bar kind of.
It's
Fusses
weird in
it
there now, I will say.
Yeah.
Ale and Compass is one of those, like some places, it doesn't seem that odd with the social distancing stuff set up, but some places you're like, oh, this is bizarre. Ale and Compass is one of those places. Like, because it's just that little booth that we sat at that time, and then, one table across the way, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's
Like Court and I had the most idyllic time in the Grand Floridian lobby when we went on our research
waiting.
trip.
Yeah, we were waiting, hoping Enchanted Rose would do a soft open. So we were just like posting up in the lobby.
So the bartender that I knew from Meisner's, they'd moved everything down in just a cage with just a little roll-up bar, and they'd moved the band down into the lobby, and so we just had
We were there
glasses
for
of
a
wine.
while.
Yeah, just sitting because by then the scrims and everything were down. You could see in there, and we could see
I mean, I
people
think it
going in
opened
and
like
out.
days after we were there.
Just like 3 or 4 days after we were there.
That's
And we
awesome.
thought we were going to get in to like go and see it, but we got to listen to the orchestra and chill and
R.I.P.
have some, I know, right? Have some wine and just totally enjoy it. And it was, we had a huge table that had like charging stations in it too. So that was really nice.
Those kind of times can be like some of the best on property, like where you're just in a really nice setting, everything's flowing, and it's good people watching too. We did that at Geyser Point.
Geyser
Point.
Point.
Mhm.
Yeah, we
Love
sat in the
Geyser
lobby out there, and it was just really cool.
Well, so was that bar. Where was that? At Wilderness Lodge. You remember that big long white bar, and then you would turn around, you could see all the animals behind you? What was that bar? Where were we at? I forget the name, but it was like at one of the either Animal Kingdom Lodge but it was that long white bar, and we had to walk downstairs to get to it, and then we could look out.
You mean the Mara at Animal Kingdom Lodge?
Yes, that was a cool bar. Just because of the view, you could just turn around and see the animals. So I like that
I
one.
remember that now.
I like that bar.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was pretty.
Who's up
Peaceful.
next? Teets?
I just went.
Angela?
Oh, it's back to me. Let's go with Magic 2.
You mean Wishes?
Wishes 2. It's a lot to remember.
Yeah, 2 is already taken. Pick another number.
1.
Literally, I think Teets just asked. All right, Wishes 1. Disney food you wish you could have or make at home.
Oh man. I'd say like, I don't know. Okay, like the mussels or clams from Il Molino. Like I would legit dig that all the time. I love that meal. It's so good.
Okay. Westmaid?
Okay, so if I could eat the carbs, I would, and it would be bread service at Sanaa because that's my favorite. But since I can't have that anymore, I don't know, because that was so good, guys.
So the cool thing for Courtney and I is there's a restaurant right by me on Magazine Street here that does their own version of bread service that is pretty fantastic.
How many sides do they have? How many sauces?
They change every day, and there's 6.
Nice.
Oh.
And they're all based on like seasonal ingredients and stuff like that. And you get roti and naan and all that kind of stuff.
That's going on the list.
They also do a curry gumbo that is to die for.
Nice.
All right. I'm going to come back to you, Leslie. Court, what you got?
Oh God. I don't know, because like I'm not gonna lie, over quarantine I tried to make a lot of stuff. So I've already tried.
You were baking like crazy.
Yeah, I baked a lot of stuff. I did the bread pudding, from Ohana. I did a whole Ohana meal one night. So
Courtney's house.
yeah. I don't know, because this is the struggle, is because I tend to like sweet stuff, but I also like to try to bake it already myself. So this question's hard for me.
Teets is going to say everything because Teets inspired this question because the minute he got home, he's like, I hate coming home. I can't get good food. I shouldn't have to live like this.
Jesus, Ryan. Good.
Show me the lie, Ryan.
Yeah. Me and my mother had an argument over, because she's going to the grocery store today, so we had an argument this morning about food. So yeah.
What'd you tell her you wanted?
Enlighten us.
Chicken nuggies.
No, I just said
You want chicken nuggies?
something other than the junk we have in here currently.
Ryan, please tell me there was a different approach. Please tell me the delivery was different than what you just said.
It wasn't.
I would have bought you nothing.
Yeah. I have given you a box of Cheerios and been like, here, get out my basement.
Yeah.
Do you ever
Correct.
offer to go to the grocery store with your mother?
I hate the grocery store. I tell her to use like Amazon
Okay.
Prime or something to buy
All right.
groceries because I hate it.
Okay, well, you get what you get then.
And you don't complain.
That's
and you
right.
don't throw a fit. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
That's right.
Yeah, Ryan.
Now you're getting mommed by 3. So, goodness. So yeah,
If you
so
can't
Ryan,
be bothered to join me at the store, then I can't be bothered to give a shit about what you want. I think that's
Exactly.
probably what Mom's thinking a little bit along the. He just
Cindy-
says food.
just food.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love that Sydney's a sleeper. Like we think she's gone and she's doing something cooler, but she's like, no. She waits to call him out. I love this. Love it.
All right, so I think I'm going to try this week. My favorite thing is the goat cheese ravioli from California Grill, but it's done in a tomato consomme base, which I kind of have to have a lot of tomatoes and a lot of time to do a consomme. But I'm going to try it this week because I'm craving it. I have goat cheese. I have my stand mixer here with the pasta attachment. I'm going to try to make that at home. Maybe I'll video it. I've got a tripod. I don't know.
We need pictures of this.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be good.
But I love cooking. So, yeah, it's fun. And like Courtney. So Courtney has a really great kitchen in her new house. My kitchen, I don't have an oven and I can't get one because COVID and supply chain. So I'm still cooking out of like a front loading toaster oven that I use as an oven. It's insane. You should see some of the things I can make though. That, and I did duck in an Instapot. I was really proud of that. Yeah. I got some foodie fun stuff going on.
I don't cook. Leslie cooks. I don't cook.
All right, Angela, you're up. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I just went.
Leslie,
That
you're
was
up.
nice.
Wish.
What number? I got 3, 4, and 5 left.
Trace.
Disney food or drink you wish was unlimited.
Dole Whip.
That's not even a question. Courtney, what are you going with?
Mickey premium bars.
You can get those at Sam's.
It's not the same.
I know, but they're delicious too.
No, and I will say this: the Mickey premium bars you get just delivered when you're the magical family on Disney Cruise Line, and he just shows up every day whenever he sees you go into your room with just a plate full of them.
Oh my gosh.
Taste even better than the ones you have to pay $7 for.
Well, right when the Villains After Hour, I think that's the one we did.
Oh my gosh, that's the one.
Unlimited. It's the unlimited. Those tasted even better when it was unlimited.
Mm-hmm. So good.
Yeah.
I think Fletcher had like 3 that night. I'm not even gonna lie. That's
Good
how
for
we made
him.
it till 1 a.m.
Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Fletcher lives his best life every day.
Yeah.
TT.
That cookie in Germany.
Oh man.
Is there any snack answer? That's
No, when I got drunken TT text because after he popped up and we ended stream, and just like tell Tits to go get me one of those cookies. He's like, I tried to, and they're sold out and they're dead. It's no more. The cookie is no more. R.I.P. the cookie.
That thing is really so good.
All right, Angela, you can't say that cookie.
Yeah, so since he's got unlimited cookies, I know I can get at least one. I'm going with Joffrey's coffee. I love it. I drink that. I love Joffrey's coffee. It's so good.
So I'm going to throw out unlimited. That cheese plate at Baseline Tap House with the little crack breads is just keep them coming all the time. Love it.
We got the spice nuts this time. Those were good.
How did Teets break down how the nuts compare to the nuts he sells?
Yes.
Well, my nuts are sweet. I don't do spicy nuts, so.
I hope somebody clipped that.
Which is really funny because they weren't that spicy. They were not that spicy.
So, Courtney, you're up.
Let's do snacks for what? 1, 2, 3.
I've got 1, 2, 4, and 5.
1.
If you were a snack, what snack would you want to be?
Ooh.
Huh.
I think probably the carrot cake cookie that's now in Starbucks in Hollywood.
That
I love a good spice cake.
Poetic about.
Yeah, but it's so good, and I love a good spice cake. You know, a hummingbird cake, carrot cake. You know, just in general, that's one of my favorite types of cake, and that one's really good. And it's big. It's delicious.
Teets, if you were a snack, what snack would you be?
I mean,
You'd be a cheeseburger egg roll from that stand in Adventureland.
that's not a bad
Be honest.
answer, yeah. I mean, I was just going to go with the cookie again, but egg roll is not bad either.
Consuela.
Probably the fish and chips, kids.
You would be
that
the
moth-
fish and chips.
I'd be the fish and chips.
And also lovely would be Dole Whip.
Maybe the pineapple cookie. That was pretty good.
Was it actually pineapple-y?
Mm-hmm. I did like
the
it.
cupcake was not.
Yeah.
The fudge was, but the cupcake was not.
That would be mac and cheese fries. There's like no question. mac and cheese fries. I'm not even gonna try and sugarcoat it or make it really awesome. I'm just gonna be mac and cheese fries.
Do you get those at Casey's Corner?
I made my own at Tomorrowland Terrace with the kids meal. I did kids macaroni and cheese with a side of fries, and I got a bottle of water. And I dumped the mac and cheese on the fries, and it was the same difference. And it cost
Look
me
at that. Thinking on the fly.
$5.49. And I got a bottle of water.
Nice.
It's a life hack, kids. All right, teacher up.
Drinks for 3.
Yeah, nobody's really touched drinks. Best resort for drinks.
Oh.
This is going to start a fight. Well, there's one other one here that's guaranteed to start a fight, but
I don't know. I think it's kind of hard, right now to say because not everything's open and not everything has full hours. But this trip was my first time to the Wave, but I've been to Outer Rim, and obviously you have California Grill there too. So I think maybe the Contemporary is a solid option.
oh my God, I love that you've come over to the contemporary side of things. Angela, what you got?
That was going to be my answer because you got 2 out of 3, even if you can't make it up to Cali Grill, between the Wave and the Outer Rim. I think it's just solid, and you're right there on the monorail. So if you want to continue on to other stuff, you can. But yeah, that's going to be my vote. Contemporary.
What's Wayne?
Skip me for right now.
Okay. I'll throw out a little bit of love for my favorite place, Beach Club, Yacht Beach Club, because I do think Hurricane Hannah's is the premier pool bar. And Ale & Compass Lounge has the best on-property wine list of any lounge, deluxe lounge at Disney. You also get that weird little Martha's Vineyard place, but they've got 9 TVs and they can change the TVs to whatever you want. And when Cruise Cup is actually open and you can get the steak tip sliders, Cruise Cup is probably the best lounge on property. They also do those yachtsman steak fries. So I love that everyone's. I know. Yeah. I love that everyone is coming around to Contemporary because I think it's the second, right behind Yacht and Beach Club. I consider them the same thing because you can just walk between the two. Polly is the worst. Polly is the worst.
I do like Tambu though.
I know Courtney's gonna stand for Polly.
No. I think Yacht and Beach, but I just love the atmosphere at Yacht and Beach just for everything.
Everything.
I mean, I like Polly for sure.
Like
I think it also depends. Like, are we talking just the girls' trip, or like, do we have to try and entertain 2 kids while we're enjoying a lounge? So that changes things.
So it's like for me, Polly, it's the Tambu is great. I just can't tolerate the people that think, well, why they come up to Tambu while they're waiting for 2 hours for their Trader Sam's table. The bits are fun at first, but it's still a pre-mixed $18 cocktail.
Truth.
But sometimes when you're on vacation, you just want a fruity, fun.
Yeah, you can get the same thing at the pool bar at Polly, which is accessible to people not staying at Polly, is probably the best bar that at the Polynesian or the Trader Sam's window where you don't have
just the beer cart outside.
Right. Or the Trader Sam's window that you can walk up to and just get a drink and just start walking around is better than having this. I'm burnt on Trader Sam's. I've become no fun. What happened to me, y'all? Is this because I'm about to be 40?
Who knows?
Angela, You're up.
For picking again?
Yes.
Um,
We're going to do one last round, and then
okay.
we'll close out with some more videos.
Let's go with drinks again. Drinks 3? Drinks 1?
I just did 3.
1. Drinks 1.
I got 1, 2, and 4.
1. Drinks 1.
Joffrey's or Starbucks?
Joffrey's. Hands down. Starbucks is such trash. Starbucks is trash. None of their coffee is good. It always is like burnt or weird or something. It's
awful,
trash.
bitter, gross,
Joffrey's. All the way. All the way.
Stomach. Yep.
Court?
I'm going to say Joffrey's, except for when it's the end of the school year or Christmas, and I have, as a teacher, a boatload of Starbucks gift cards, and then they're for free.
Yep.
Allowed.
They have other stuff besides coffee.
Yep.
TC.
Well, I don't really drink coffee, but when I do, it's usually Christmas time, and I go to Starbucks for a peppermint mocha.
You lost your shit when you thought you weren't going to get that free cup. They went and got it for you.
Yeah.
I'll also say this time that since we're staying in a villa and my husband is a coffee snob, he's probably bringing our espresso machine because we're driving and we're staying in a villa, and that's who he is as a person. He's going to bring his own coffee and our espresso machine.
Man, that's awesome.
That is so on point.
And cheap. That's the other.
Yeah,
that's the
I
other
wasn't going to say that part. I was going to let you bring that one up.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, he's still watching. So yeah, we're talking about you, Nexian. Make sure you bring all the pots. All right. Jordan says, yeah, woke up at 7 for that Starbucks cup he doesn't even use.
Sounds like his droid and his lightsaber.
I feel like your sisters need to go start playing with that stuff right now. Girls, get to it.
One's at home, one's not at home. All right. Leslie, you're up.
What?
You're picking. Last category, the last around the horn.
Oh. What was the question?
No, you're picking one of the categories. Drinks, food.
Oh, drinks. Drinks 5.
Gone. All that's left is 4.
4.
Best drinking around the world country.
For me, Africa, because I like the lemonade with the vodka. It's delicious.
I'm going to go Morocco because sparkling sangria. Also, they have a full bar with Tito's. Court.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Mexico.
TC.
I'm going to go Mexico as well.
Consuela.
France.
I would say Italy is my number 2, with that Tutto Gusto that no one's ever been to except for me.
Oh my God, I want to go there. I wanted to go there.
What is that?
A little wine bar.
That's a wine
Just a
cave.
little wine cellar.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. We missed the discussion last week about no one, like I was the only one who had ever been. But it's fabulous.
I know, and I wanted to go. I brought it up to them for this trip, and no one would go with me.
I don't drink wine, so.
You did at Bacchanal.
I did.
You had 3 bottles of rosé, so you do drink wine.
Good Lord, Ryan.
Wow.
Well, it was
Did they put a nipple on that thing for you? Jeez. Oh.
I actually know how to buy wine now. Oh, hey, Jordan brought up the Banshee. Don't forget the Banshee. Do you have
You don't have a Banshee?
You have that shoulder thing?
What color is yours?
Why aren't you wearing it right now? Why don't you have all your cool stuff? Like, you should be playing with it right now.
The
Future
Banshee.
show.
The Banshee I got opening weekend of Pandora.
You weren't there. I was there opening weekend of
I was
Pandora.
there.
You weren't there.
I was there 3 days after it opened. Yeah.
I
bet
was
it
there
never
literally
left the
opening
box.
day.
Oh, man.
Shit. All right, so I'm gonna pick a card since no one is going with ew.
Mama teats.
Something people love, but you don't. I'm gonna go with that terrible ass cinnamon roll from Gaston's.
Yeah. Does not live up to the hype.
Yeah.
What you
I
got,
love
Court?
it. So.
No, I think I would that and the what's the slushy there? That's not
Oh, that
good.
the apple cider thing they're
That's
trying to pass
not
out. The
good.
food brew or
A
whatever.
food
they
brew
try
that's
to
is
do.
not good. I like
That was
sweets.
going to be
but
the response. That was going to be the response to butterbeer, and I'm like, nope.
yeah, no, not even close. But I mean, I know this isn't Disney, but I really don't even like butterbeer.
No butterbeer. I only like hot butterbeer, and the hot butterbeer you get with booze in it. Oh, Mama Teens is shaking her head. Apparently, according to Jordan.
Probably because she's realizing all this stuff that has been bought and not appreciated or even brought out. Have you even brought the Banshee out of the box?
Why don't we ask her about all her Doonies though? That she
That's totally different.
I don't know about that.
Completely different. It's
Completely
completely different. She's buying them for herself.
Not all the
And
time.
she uses them. Yours
Also
has
not.
probably never seen the light of day. It's never come out of the box, has it?
No,
it's-
everything's out of the box. Yes.
Yeah, it's just covered in dust. You have a roost for your Banshee, right?
I do.
Huh.
Yeah, so for my birthday, I don't care that you're there. I want the Banshee to make an appearance. I want
Wow.
R5 or whatever his.
You got it right.
Did I really? Because I
Yeah.
just made shit up right then. Oh, because 5/8 is your birthday. Smart. Yeah, I want all this shit to just show up at my birthday, and you have to follow through with all of it. We go to Animal Kingdom. I want to see that Banshee on your shoulder constantly, and you have to keep like pumping his little thing to make him like talk and look around and stuff like that. We're gonna get value out of this stuff, us collectors. Yes, Keels. See, George, I know what I'm talking about.
Ah.
All right, so worst drink on property. What
Oh,
y'all
that awful. I wouldn't even drink it. That blue or green milk.
Green milk.
Oh yeah, blue. Yeah, that's I
Barb.
did it
That's a
specifically
big
for
ew.
blue or green milk.
Good Jesus Christ. Regular milk is disgusting. Doesn't matter if it's a color, it's still gross. Blah.
So this question is directed straight at teats. Something you're afraid to try, but everyone loves.
Basically anything that's seafood.
I don't understand this.
Do you have an allergy?
No.
And you're afraid to try seafood?
I mean, I've tried some things that I've been forced to, but
Yeah,
Like,
my
what
mom
kind of
made him.
seafood?
My mom made him eat a shrimp.
Yep, I saw that. It looked like
yeah,
he was going to
Leslie
die.
was there.
Mhm. I want him to eat like octopus.
I want him to have sushi.
Sushi's great.
Sushi is fantastic.
Are we going to shoot for Tapanito in April?
Oh, so yeah, Courtney and I have talked about some food ideas, and yes, Tapanito did come up on that list.
Oh, can I just add one little vote for that one?
So what do we? So Courtney is trying to help me plan my birthday trip. I am turning 40 in April.
40.
So old, so super old. And I think what I want to do for my Sunday is brunch at Wine Bar for my actual birthday, right? That's what we talked about. It's brunch at Wine Bar George, drinking around the world with a lunch stop because you have to have a lunch stop to make drinking around the world work. I hate Via Napoli. Hate it. Even though the time we did it with a big group drinking around the world, they rolled out the red carpet and we had those big wood tables right in the center.
Mm-hmm.
We took up the entire space and they were really gracious to us. And that was fantastic. But I think I want to do Tepanito as our food stop for drinking around the world because I love them udon noodles. I love bits. I love hibachi.
Yeah.
So
Winner.
yeah. So I don't think anyone really shot that down, and it kind of works out at the same time as we have brunch. Epcot will likely open at like what 11.
11.
That's again, yeah.
So it works. And then if there are fireworks, we get fireworks.
Just
And
a
if
bonus.
Ratatouille is open, we ride Ratatouille.
How is that
Oh, no.
again? Oh no.
I think naps are over. I think I need
Oh
to
no.
leave. I'm hearing.
All right.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, her jersey's cute.
I know I have the same one.
Real cute. Yeah,
so
I will +1 Tepanito.
That's what I'm thinking. So like between the two of us, we're gonna try and get every dining thing we want. So I'm thinking we come in on Thursday. We do Haleo Thursday.
Solid start. No complaints.
Okay.
We up? Hi,
Yes.
Josh. What's up, Nexium?
Yeah, that was Josh. He's going on a run. Kids are waking up.
It's perfect to run right now. Because
Exactly.
it's not windy.
Yes. Before the game. So
Yeah.
I need to sign off. It was great talking to y'all.
Courtney. It was good seeing
Bye.
you. Good catching
Good
up.
seeing y'all. Yeah.
Have
See y'all
so
next
much
time.
fun. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Good. Who dat?
Who dat?
Yeah, mate. We'll see.
I'm still here. I'm literally still here.
We'll see. Okay, yeah. So quick rundown for April.
So we are staying at a combination of places off property at Disney, and then we're moving to Universal for one night. So we can do Volcano Bay and maybe a last day at Harry Potter.
It's your trip. Why would we not do that?
Yeah. So we've got you'll find out the details. I haven't booked any. I can't book any restaurants yet because now that's just at like 60 days.
Yeah.
But Thursday, I'm thinking Haleo. Friday. This is where I needed Courtney here because she helped figure all of it out. Friday was Hollywood Studios. But I can't remember where we were doing dinner. Saturday for sure. No. Saturday was something related to Magic Kingdom.
Brunch.
We're going to do Wave Brunch, Magic Kingdom, and then Monorail Bar Crawl. And then Sunday, which is my actual birthday, was Wine Bar George Brunch, drinking around the world, and hopefully Cali Girl with fireworks or illumination or harmonious boat. because I'm baking on Harmonious Happening in April. Teets?
You think
I
so?
sure ain't. I think we'll get rat, but I don't think we're getting fireworks.
Don't you think we're gonna get the rat like spring break?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll hopefully be about a month open by the time we get there, and not like crazy on lines.
And then Monday we moved to Kabanga Bay.
That place is so cute. I can't wait to get that grilled cheese.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then so I'm hoping Volcano Bay is open on Mondays when they announce, because they're opening for sure on March 1st. So I'm hoping they announce park hours, and it's not going to be like a Tuesday, Thursday only thing. I think it's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah.
So we do Volcano Bay and stay at Kabanga Bay on Monday, and we have dinner at Toothsome. Idiocracy chocolate restaurant, or just go in there for drinks or whatever. And then Tuesday we go in and do some Harry Potter nonsense before we leave for the airport.
Yeah.
Also get a grilled cheese at Bayliner Diner.
Can't get too many of those grilled cheeses, I don't think. Man, I hope that wasn't like a one-hit wonder, and like the next time we go, it's terrible. That thing was so good.
It was
Cannot
delicious.
wait. I cannot
Yeah.
Because TT, did you have the grilled cheese or no?
I had chicken tenders.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited. We came off of a really great trip, and we're headed into another amazing one. Hopefully America gets its shit together between now and then. Here we go.
All right, everyone. Well, any last thoughts? Oh, do we want to see? Let's run through Angela's Foodie Fun playlist. Have her tell us a little about what was going on in this.
Oh, mine. Oh, that was just my fruit punch at Oga's. It did have like a really tart, like citric thing on the rim, like it was dusted. It was pretty sour. Those were our baby meatballs we got at Charlie's. So we did do Friday night steak dinner at Charlie's off property on I Drive. And so I learned this cool little thing from Keely. I would never, anytime you make a reso through like Open Table or some other online or mobile platform for a restaurant, Keely's always told me to, like, if you're there celebrating a special occasion, or if it's like friends or a girls' night out, like put comments in your reso if it's allowed, letting them know what's going on. And so as soon as we sat down, one of the managers walked these complimentary appetizers for the table over, and it was obvious because of how he greeted us and like the well wishes he had for the evening that he had read the notes in my reservation. So really good trip to, sometimes get a little bit of extra special attention at restaurants. That is the tray of meat. They bring the table. So this is their meat presentation. I love steakhouses that do this kind of stuff. It's just freaking awesome. So those are all the cuts that they offered for the evening. They run through them, tell you, the yays, just why everything is so delicious. We had a really great waitress too. What was her name? Christina, I think. She was amazing. So I started off with escargot because I love it. These were delicious. They were so good. Great garlic oil. They came out sizzling hot. It was delicious. It did have toast points, but I didn't go through a lot of those because we also had bread at the table, which was really good. And so then this was our it was the 50-ounce. What was it, Leslie?
Porterhouse.
Yeah, the 50-ounce porterhouse.
Was it bone in or bone out?
Bone in.
It was bone in, and there were three ladies at the table, so we split this between the three of us. It was to die for. It was so good. Oh my God, it was so good. That's the after. That's the bone that was left. And then this is what I ate at Farts. This is their steak tartare. Because I did not, I am that bitch that will go to a steakhouse and order steak tartare and then a steak. So I did have tartare at Farts. It was really good. That was a little quail egg that was on top of it. And it had a good mix of, I wasn't happy with the onions on that. The onions were too big, like the little onion salad next to it. But otherwise, it was fantastic. This is me stirring it up on Sunday with my Chicago Bears jersey. And this was the omelet that I had at Wine Bar George, and that is the charcuterie that I had at Brown Derby. So that's just the
notice the bacon. Notice the plate of just
absolutely
crispy bacon.
Just amazing bacon. That's always a winning side. And the omelet was really good. That is the charcuterie that I had at Brown Derby. It was really good. The pickles and olives that are in that little glass jar were delicious. But the waiter, when they dropped it, there was no explanation of what was on the board. So everything was delicious, and it's pretty self-explanatory. There was obviously some kind of salami.
So
and a little prosciutto.
I'm guessing, it's salami. It's
prosciutto, and then I think it was
prosciutto on the far end.
Yeah. And the center
this
one,
is going to be some kind of parma or something in the center,
Yeah.
and it's
and then a little bit of honeycomb. So honeycomb was pretty popular on the charcuteries this trip. Seemed like they were doing it across the board. So that was a solid one, but not as great as that Nomad one. So this would probably be my number 2 choice on charcuteries in the pack.
And then here comes the last one, and I'm not going to slow this down. I'm just going to play one because he's not going to give really great insight on all of these foods like you guys did. And also he sent me like 35 photos. So
that's day one.
These are definitely.
Those are some beef sliders. They also have Impossible sliders, but I have to go for the real meat.
They're my little hamburgers.
That's my $7 marg, not my $5 marg. Oh, of course, some sweet tea shine, and my chicken sandwich.
There's gonna be some themes here.
Yeah, that's a Kung Fu Punch. That's my cookie. That cookie.
Not cookie.
I got some chips in the UK. No fish, just chips. That is at Hurricane Hannah's. Also at Hurricane Hannah's, on brand.
This kid.
That is in Mexico. Margarita. That is Il Molino.
Oh, his children's pasta. Yes,
Yes.
remember that.
Yeah.
That is my the black cherry soda and Tito's that I got.
This is the best hack that I've ever created. It's at baseline, get a Tito's in the clear black cherry soda that is on the wall, and it makes for the most perfect cocktail. Teeds, am I right?
It was good. I'd probably go back to a beer. I'm more of a I like the beer better.
You're also an idiot. That's okay.
Tauntaun at good. That's the grilled cheese. That was really good. I got the bacon one and the sparkle beer.
Nice.
Winner.
That's my chocolate taco and my pomegranate margarita. Chocolate taco was really good.
It was good.
Yeah, we had that. Mm-hmm.
My cookie.
That's your second go around with a cookie.
That's actually my first cookie. Drink Around the World was my second cookie. And this is the chocolate liqueur flight. It's all the alcohol is sitting right on top, so I use my paintbrush for the cookie to stir it in the chocolate.
Genius. This kid might win yet.
But it's a lot for one person. I don't think I would share it maybe, but I wouldn't get it. It's just a very thick and it's just a lot. Geyser Point, my Northwest iced tea, and my buffalo dip and chips. It tastes like chicken because it is at Skipper Canteen. And that is Enchanted Rose. We were outside, and that was the Island Rose, I think it was called. Island, something like that. And
That's
of
a
course,
back
a back
scratcher.
scratcher. Yep. That's the cheesecake from Deconstructed Dish at Farts.
Good.
That's cute.
That does look good.
I would just
was-
eat
yeah.
I
all of
remember
the
looking at that.
cheesecake part out of the middle. I don't need any of the rest of it.
That's why deconstructed stuff is so good. You can just go for what you love.
And of course, a Mickey pretzel while we were sitting and waiting at Hollywood Studios. That's my burger. My egg was hanging off the side of my burger, so it didn't work out so well when I tried to actually eat the burger. But
I told you how to fix that, and you didn't want to.
I know, but and that's us.
Aww.
Look how cute your dining mates were. When
That's not
does
a
one
great-
gentleman get to go to a dinner or to lunch with one, like, let alone two precious ladies?
We had so much fun. That was a good day too.
Yeah.
And that was my it was a rum, something rum. That was at the Wave Lounge.
Oh, Monday night, yeah.
Yeah, while we were watching the football game and listening to the crazy
That's
guy.
a Lamu, and a club soda.
A Lamu, and a club soda walk into a bar.
That's how we finished our trip. That was great.
It was just so amazing. I love that picture because it was just such a send off to that trip. Sitting there and that board. That is Walt giving us kisses on the way out.
All right. Well, any
So
other
cool.
foodie memories, foodie things you want to share? What do y'all want to do in April? Because I need all the help I can get.
Man, I just want to do whatever is going to make you happy. No, we don't have to triple book ourselves out each day. Let's just, your favorite places that you want to go eat, and it'll be great. It's going to be awesome.
Also, super pool time. So much pool time. Oh, yeah. That's the other thing. We're going to try at Volcano Bay to get a cabana.
That would be great. But man, I'm like Tepanito. Just if we can get the Tepanito, that would be so cool. That's it.
Oh yeah, that's a number one. I'm trying to get like a perfect, like a 3 o'clock Tepanito.
Otherwise, it's all you, girl. It's your birthday. We'll do whatever you want to do. Whatever's gonna make you smile.
We've been going for 2 hours, so thank you everyone for joining us. Follow us here on YouTube and Twitch. I'm going to message out to all our followers how you can win this amazing Chef Figment Pop. I think next week we're going to do a movie stream.
Sweet. Let's do it. Let's pick a movie and go.
And then 2 weeks from now is going to be our first edition of Archives. And I've got some great friends from my time at Magic Kingdom coming to talk about Spectrum Magic. So I'm really excited. Thank you guys, everyone, for joining us today. Let us know on social media what you want to see, what you want to talk about. Follow, subscribe on YouTube, on Twitch. Can't wait to see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.